to this Giving Tuesday live stream telethon here at Foster Adopt Connect. I'm one of your hosts, Christelle Bell, Fox 4 evening anchor, and really glad to be here.
Me too. I'm Dennis Porter with Happy Faces Entertainment. We have a wonderful couple hours ahead of us to celebrate foster families and help support them. And we have a lot of great guests coming in to do that, from some entertainment and fun, and let you get to know a little bit more about Foster Adopt Connect.
Yeah, we also want to start off by thanking our sponsors, Wild Child, a resale clothing store in our area, and also Holy Williams LLP Law Firm, our sponsors this year for this event. But we need your help. We've got a big goal today. Our sponsors have already kicked this off for us. Yes. If you look over here to this board, we've already raised nearly $2,000, but guess what?
We're going up to $15,000.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go.
And every little bit helps. So,
that's right.
If it's $10, $20, $200, $2,000, whatever you got out there that you want to come help foster families.
Yeah.
It's the kids, it's the parents, just to have a life that's as best as possible.
And Dennis, when you think about this, there are so many more children in our area, in the metro area, that are in need, so many more foster families that are in need this year. We're still in the middle of a pandemic, and so the need is so much greater. So we need you to pour into these families in the metro. We're going to get this done today. We've got a big goal, but that's all right. We knock big goals down, because I've been in KC for almost a year and a half, and one thing that I have learned is people here have a big heart.
Well, think from someone who's originally
from
here,
the heartline,
a Kansas City native. I appreciate that you noticing that.
I noticed. That's
here.
The first thing I noticed.
Right.
People here have a big heart, and it's not the heartland for a reason, right?
Exactly.
All right.
We're going to make that easy for you. Got a variety of options out there. You can just click there on Facebook to donate through that. You can call us in. This is a telethon.
That's right.
We have the actual telephones back here. We have Josh and Mike.
Yeah.
Currently on our phones here, so you can call that number, 816-601-2160.
All right.
Or you can go to fosteradopt.org and hit that donate button. And so you got a variety of options to do that. You can also help, even after you've donated a little bit, you want to enjoy the time. You can also help that easy way with social media. Share it.
That's
Just
right.
share with your friends. Maybe put the link onto your post so other people can see it.
Yeah.
Maybe you're in the office and you actually have a conference room. Maybe you can put it up on the TV so people can see it while they're having lunch.
Yeah, because we've got the entertainment too. But we want to put
Yes.
these guys to work. They told me earlier that they need to put those phones to work. So we need you to call 816-601-2160. Call in to make a donation. Again, anything helps.
And we've added some fun too. So now I'm a huge game show person. So if you you've heard, or if you couldn't tell from the jacket. So over here on our big board, I think is the appropriate way to say it. So now, some of you might reckon that we have Santa over here, and just like a classic game show, he actually moves up the mountain until he hits to the top here. Now, fortunately, we have a positive. There's no possible way for Santa to go over the top of the mountain, so don't worry about that. Not going to fall off. However, Santa is happier the sooner he gets to the top of the mountain. So go ahead and give us some donations. We're going to see Santa move up throughout the day as your donations come in. And so add a little fun to
That's
for the
right.
day.
Get that sleigh up there going. All right. That's awesome.
Well, you know what? You've mentioned our sponsors.
That's right.
So we also want to give them an opportunity to let you know a little bit more about them. So throughout the day, we're going to be here live in the studio. Also doing some videos pre-recorded so you can see things from great entertainers and our sponsors.
And our sponsor, one of our sponsors we want to go to right now, Wild Child.
Foster Adopt Connect would like to thank sponsor Wild Child Resale, a leading children's retailer offering the area's largest selection of new and new-to-you merchandise. For more information, visit wildchildresale.com.
Hi, I'm Michael Neal, and I'm a country artist here from Kansas City, and just getting ready to play a song called Dear Son. I wrote this about a month ago. It's about a true story about how my mom gave me a letter of my dad that I actually never really knew. Yeah, Mama sat me down when I was 25. She said, son, I've been waiting on this since you were 3 feet high. You didn't know your dad much, cause he left us high and dry. But he wrote a letter for you, and I thought it would be a good time. I don't give him much hope, but this is what he wrote. Dear son, it's a sunny where you are. I'm writing on a napkin from my bar. Think of you almost every single night when I'm staring off into these neon lights. Wish I would have taken you fishing, laughing together about the ones we're missing. Hope you can understand how to be the hero, trying to be the man. I wish I would have known you better. Hey, I'm sorry that I met you through this letter. Heard your mama's married someone new. I hope he treats you right and loves you more than I could. And I've spent nights crying in my hands, and I'd go back in time if I could hold you in my arms again. But I'm stuck in a trap, I don't know where to begin. So dear son, it's a sunny where you are. I'm writing on a napkin from my bar. Think of you almost every single night when I'm staring off into these neon lights. Wish I would have taken you fishing, laughing together about the ones we're missing. Hope you can understand how to be the hero, trying to be the man. I wish I would have known you better. Hey, I'm sorry that I met you through this letter. It's a hard and lonely road, being a prisoner to this life, working through it all alone. So dear son, it's sunny where you are. I'm running on a napkin from my bar. Think of you almost every single night when I'm staring off into these neon lights. Wish I would have taken you fishing, laughing together about the ones we're missing. Hope you can understand how to be the hero, trying to be the man. I wish I would have known you better. Hey, I'm sorry that I met you through this letter. I hope you guys enjoyed this new song, and please donate to Foster Adopt Connect so they can continue their mission into keeping foster kids safe.
I'm Mike Horner, Director of
Thank you to our
Puppetry Arts.
sponsor, Wild Child, and Michael Neal Band there, giving us some music to get us started here at Telethon. And we're already moving up. We've got a new total on the board, so Santa's moving up the mountain as we've added a little bit more to our number here. Go, Santa, go! Yes! He's on the rooftop. That's a good place for him to be. So Santa usually brings the gifts. You're giving the gifts today. So as it says here on the big board, give joy. And each of your donations give joy to foster kids and foster families today with that. So next up, we have an interview with the CEO of Foster Adopt Connect. So I'm going to send it over to Christelle and Lori.
Hey guys, thanks so much for continuing to join us for this live stream today. This woman is so instrumental in all of the efforts that happen with Foster Adopt Connect. She is the CEO and founder of this wonderful nonprofit, and we're so glad to have Lori Ross with us here today. Lori, your story is so inspirational. I've had the pleasure of working with you before, but kind of tell people that do not know much about Foster Adopt Connect what you guys do and what inspired you to create this organization.
So I started fostering with my husband in 1985. It seems like 100 years ago, and quickly realized that there are a lot of really amazing kids out there and hurting families, and a system that was struggling to meet their needs. And as we got to get involved a little bit more in the lives of individual children, we started to see barriers or problems in the system that that needed to be fixed. And so really the inspiration for starting this organization was trying to make sure that the children that I was loving and caring for, and the other children that were out being cared for in the community would have the best possible opportunity to have a positive future. And that the voices and the work and the effort of the families that are providing the care for the children in our community would come together along with the support of the community to really try to make that difference.
Yeah. You know, one thing about your story that has really touched me so much is you're not just about it. You just don't talk about it. You are about your business. With that being said, you've adopted over 25 children. I want to make sure.
Randy and I have adopted 23.
23, but you'll have over 25.
We have 28
that's
altogether.
Right. And you've also fostered over 400
we have, yeah.
children. And so that's when you talk about in action, being in action, putting your purpose to work, that's what you do. You know, there is still a pandemic going on. When you talk about the needs of children, foster families, adopted children, foster children, what will you think Foster Adopt Connect's greatest need will be in this upcoming year?
This year we're going to really be focusing, I believe, on the issues of housing. You know, what we've seen in the pandemic is that housing instability is a major barrier. Many of the folks in our community were one paycheck away from housing insecurity, from being homeless. And that trickles down and impacts our kids who are aging out of foster care especially. Yeah. And young teens in the 13 to 18 age range that end up potentially having to come into foster care and suffer the trauma of that as a result of their parents' housing instability. So we're really doing a lot of thinking this year about trying to create some solutions for older youth who are aging out of care here in the Kansas City area and in Springfield, where there's a huge number of kids who have housing instability in the middle school and high school level, trying to create some solutions for those kids as well.
Is that another big problem that you have seen with foster children aging out and not having the right resources, and so this program is kind of started because of that?
Yeah, absolutely. What we know is that if something goes wrong in a young person's life, typically they have their family as a backup, right? And for our kids who are aging out of foster care, they're often trying to sort that out in the world alone. So if they lose a job and miss a paycheck and then can't pay their rent 1 month, that can be a domino that just starts a trickle of dominoes falling and resulting in significant negative outcomes for them. And so if we can prop that up and help them out with whatever the crises are that lead to those kinds of outcomes, that's our goal. And we know housing is a key to that.
Yeah. What would you want to say, and you can say this, to everyone that is watching today, thinking about donating to Foster Adopt Connect? What would you like to say to them?
Well, I guess I'd like to say that to us, the kids that we're talking about here are real life people. They're not numbers, they're not statistics, they're real human beings, and each of them is intrinsically an amazing human being with an incredible value to bring to our world and our community. They live among us, they're in our kids' schools, they're in our neighborhoods, they are on our kids' soccer teams. And so I'd encourage you to think about your own child when you think about the kids in foster care and the extent to which you would go as an individual if your child was facing even a tiny fraction of some of the barriers and challenges that these kids are facing. Because you really have an opportunity to partner with us to change the trajectory of those kids' lives.
Absolutely.
To really impact the outcome, not only for them, but for the generations that come after them. So I'd invite you to join with us and partner with us and give to the extent that you possibly can of your time and your talent and your treasure and help us make a difference.
That's so important, because when, again, you talk about changing the trajectory, got it there.
Yeah.
Changing that for children in the future, because it really takes a village.
It does.
For all of our children. So I think that's so powerful. I also want people to understand how far you can stretch a $10 donation. Talk about, somebody might say, I can't adopt any children, Lori, but I do want to help. Tell them and explain to them how far just a small donation can go.
Absolutely. A small donation builds up, adds up, and makes a huge difference. So every small $10, $5 donation can help offset the cost of a child having an opportunity to play on a soccer team for the first time, or having an opportunity to participate in a school field trip they might not have the opportunity to be part of. It can make a difference in helping a grandparent to be able to keep their child in their home rather than having to have the child go to stranger foster care, because now we've got the dollars to help pay the increased rent for that larger apartment they need to move into in order to take that grandchild into care. Every little bit helps, and we make good use of every dollar that is donated to us.
Absolutely. Lori, thank you so much for what you do. We thank you so much for being here today. We certainly appreciate all of your efforts.
Thanks so much, Crystal.
All right, we're going to take it over now to Dennis, because he's got to get us now. I think do we have a new goal? I mean, not a new goal, but we've raised some more.
We have raised some more. Our numbers have gone up a little bit with some thanks to Sheba Queen, Shanda Wick Mortensen, and Charlie Duberg helping us get a little bit higher on the board. And there goes Santa flying up. So might need to work on his driving a little bit there. He's a little wobbly there, but you know, as the numbers go up, I think his driving gets better. So help Santa's driving by giving just a little bit here. And remember, you're not helping just families like in the Kansas City area. You're over Missouri and Kansas. Foster Adopt Connect has branches throughout the region, so it's a large reach. You're hitting a lot of people that you're helping with that. Now we're going to some fun with an organization I'm familiar with, Messner Puppet Theater. Actually was a puppeteer with them for a few years over my variety of entertainment things I've done over the years. So I know you're going to enjoy this next video we have coming up. So here's a little bit from Messner Puppet Theater.
Hi, I'm Mike Horner, Director of Puppetry Arts at Messner Puppet Theater.
And I'm Nico the dog. I'm a puppet.
We're so happy to be part of this event. Now, Messner Puppet Theater has been in Kansas City for over 30 years.
30 years? That's a long time.
You might see us in the community doing puppet shows at libraries, museums, theaters, and festivals.
Or you might see us at your school.
That's right. We do shows at schools, and our education department works in classrooms with students to teach all about social emotional learning.
And we have a new digital series called In the Workshop that helps kids and their families deal with big emotions.
That's right, Nico.
And I'm one of the stars.
He is one of the stars. And you're going to watch a clip from In the Workshop right now.
Am I in it?
Yes, you are.
Oh boy, let's watch.
You doing good over here, Nico?
Yep. Daleen told me if I want to be good at painting, I should keep practicing my drawing. So I'm drawing a picture of something I saw on TV last night.
Oh, what was it?
It was on a show called Spooky Spookington Spooky Stories and Other Spooky Tales.
Oh, sounds kind of spooky.
Yep, but it was the fun kind of spooky. Not the kind of spooky that's so spooky that it gives me spooky dreams.
Oh, I like that kind of spooky, too. Some people do not like scary stories, and that is A-okay. Oh, can I see your drawing?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh.
Oh, too spooky?
Oh, no, not too spooky.
Oh, this is the Monsterizer. He was a little scarier in the show, so I made him look sillier. Sometimes, if I see something that scares me, I'll draw a picture of it looking funny or silly, and that makes it not seem so scary anymore.
That's a good idea.
Oh, the Monsterizer is the most monstrous kind of monster there is. He goes around eating buildings for breakfast while looking and sounding like this. Oh.
As long as it is not too scary for you.
Well, I hope you enjoyed our clip from In the Workshop.
If you want to find out more about In the Workshop, you can visit our website, messnerpuppets.org.
Oh, and we're so happy that Foster Adopt Connect let us come and be part of this event.
Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.
Hi, Hi, my name is Mackenzie Stanley. I am the owner of Driftwood Ceramics. We are a pottery studio located in North Kansas City, and we have been open for about 3 years. We just moved to this location. We do a lot of different types of classes, from date nights to kids classes to more instructional month-long classes. So come check us out. You can find us at 1827 Buchanan Street. You can follow us on Instagram at driftwood_ceramics or Facebook at Driftwood Ceramics. Today I'm going to demonstrate how to throw a bowl on the wheel. We do a lot of wheel classes, so this is something that you might do if you took one of our classes. So the first thing I'm going to do is take my ball of clay. I'm going to find the center of the wheel. I'm going to smack them down, get them nice and attached to the wheel. I'm going to find a nice medium speed to this wheel, add some water to the clay, and first I'm going to start to center. So I'm taking some wobbles out of the clay by coning the clay up and down, holding my hands tight and steady so that I can take some wobble out of it, get it spinning smoothly with the wheel. The next step, I'm going to find the center and I'm going to drop a hole down into the clay. This is opening up the clay. What I'm doing here is finding the floor thickness, and then I'm going to start pulling the wall out a little bit so that I am widening the hole. I'm making the floor wider. So this kind of depends on what you're making, how wide you want your floor to be. Since I'm making more of a bold shape, I kind of want something a little bit wider. So I'm pulling it out, smoothing out the floor with my sponge as I go. I'm getting some of this water out of there. The water likes to break down the clay, so I don't want to use as much water as I go, just because now I'm going to start to make the walls thinner. And again, since the water breaks it down, we kind of want to keep things nice and stable. So after I smooth out my floor, I'm going to add a little bit of water to the sides, and I'm going to start to pull the walls up. So I like to use my finger holding my sponge slightly, and I give the clay a little pinch from the base. This is grabbing onto the clay. Then I'm dragging my hands up, making it taller, loosening the pressure slightly as I get towards the top. And at the top, I will compress the rim to get them nice and round and smooth. After I do one pull, I'm going to go ahead and do it again. So I'm going to grab a little bit of clay from the base. After I pinch onto that clay, I'm going to go ahead and bring them up, making them a little taller and a little wider as I go, since I'm making a bold shape. Now that I pull the walls the height that I want them to be, the thickness that I want them to be, I'm then going to go ahead, take my sponge, soak up all the water that I have from the inside, smoothing out the floor one more time just in case I kind of mess some things up with my finger. And after I smooth some things out, I'm going to clean up the bat so I can see everything that's happening around my clay. Clean up your pot, just so you know exactly the shape, the feel, and everything that's happening. I'm then going to do a pre-trim at the bottom, so I take this little wooden stick tool, I cut some clay off so that in the next step, after this has dried out for a day or two, I can trim it, clean up the bottom. You do that at a later date because the clay is so wet and gooey right now that you kind of have to wait for it to be more of a dry state. It's called a leather hard stage. And at that stage, I can really take care of the bottom of this pot, clean it up, give it a nice foot look. So after I kind of clean them up a little bit, I'm going to do one pass over it with this tool. This is called a rib tool. This is a rubber rib. They come in a lot of different materials, but the rubber is my favorite. I like this little yellow one because it looks like a banana. I think it's very funny. And I'm going to go ahead, having my hand support from the inside. I'm going to touch them from the outside, and you can see it's just smoothing over the clay. And with this, I can shape my pot. So I can kind of move the clay slightly as I want to from the outside and from the inside with just a little bit of pressure until I get the shape that I want it to be. When I kind of get the shape I want it to be, I'll do a last compression at the rim. And from this point, we'll kind of let some things dry out before I take care of the rest of it. So the clay will shrink just a little bit once it's been fired, so it won't be this size. It's just a tiny bit smaller, but it'll have a finished bottom to it and everything once it's completely done. Okay. All right, so thank you guys so much for watching. Again, you can find us on Instagram and Facebook. Our name is Driftwood Ceramics, and please donate to Foster Adopt Connect. They're great people doing great things, and you need some support. So thank you guys so much.
We are the School of Broccoli Summit House Band.
Part of that, having some fun there at Driftwood Ceramics there in North Kansas City. Go down, learn a little bit, do some of that. Have you ever tried ceramics?
No.
I haven't. I had a friend in college that did it, and she said it was a lot harder than it looks.
Yeah.
You know, it seems like it's just spinning right there, but
it seems so calming, like just relaxing.
Yeah, I could see that. Great thing. So, hey, give that a chance too. Big thanks for some more donors coming in. L.S. Duber, Jacqueline Alcantara, Josh Hollingsworth, and Sheila Nimrod. Thanks for keeping those coming.
Thank you.
And everyone else, of course, we have a lot of ways that you can donate.
That's right. We first want to we've got Josh and Melanie.
Yeah.
They're here. Let me see something. Hold on. Hello. Okay, I hear a dial tone, so they're working. That means we need you to put them to work. So what's the number? 816-601-2160. You can call, put these people to work. They're here to volunteer for us today. They need something to do.
Yeah, your phone can do actual phone calls. Yeah, it's not just pushing buttons.
Exactly.
It still works that way.
It still works,
Yes.
right, yeah.
However, you can still push the buttons, right?
Yeah.
You can donate right there on
buttons work
Facebook
as well.
Live or at fosteradopt.org on the website. Go to the donate button with that, and share with us.
That's
if you're
right.
if you're on the live stream there, give us some feedback. Maybe you've had some experience with being a foster kid or being a foster parent.
Share your experiences,
maybe
your stories.
Right.
Comment in the section below too as well, and interact. And this is what it's all about. I love this because it's not television. I get to talk to people and they can talk back.
Yes.
You know, I can't normally do that in television, so this is great. So comment below, interact with us, share with us, and share this also as well. And call. You can call too.
And call. It's right there. Ready. Good old fashioned. Sometimes that's the best way. The old fashioned way.
Just pick up the phone.
Pick up the phone and call.
Yeah.
No
hear a dial
confusion
tone.
about that text or anything.
That was
right?
so weird for me too because I did hear a dial tone and I'm like, oh, I remembered what that was. Yeah. All right. I want to share something though because when you put in perspective, we've got a long way to go. Our goal today is $15,000 on this Giving Tuesday, and we're going to make it happen for Foster Adopt Connect. We're going to make it happen because you're with us, and we're going to do this together. But I want to give people a perspective because when you look at numbers and put things into, you can really see. I want to give you a fact here. Missouri provides the 49th lowest stipend for foster parents in the U.S., while Kansas is the 43rd lowest. So here at Foster Adopt Connect, there's Sammy's Window, which is the clothing closet and the food pantry, and that is basically here to help alleviate the financial burden of caring for foster kids by assisting foster families with just the basic needs. Oh my gosh, I love it. The phone is ringing. Thank you so much. You know, so with the continued help of the community donations, Foster Adopt Connect is actually providing, we're talking about clothing, food, hygiene products, because many times we don't think about this. Hygiene products, toys, formula, supplies for school, and just a whole lot more. And I know for Fox 4, just last week before Thanksgiving, we worked with Foster Adopt Connect to put out a story about the need for turkeys for Thanksgiving to make sure foster families had turkeys. So this just lets you know what's being done by this organization in our community and how far it stretches to help those in need.
And some of those things that we don't think about. They're just like, we're just normally there. We need a turkey, we grab a turkey.
Yeah.
You know, but sometimes they're having to watch that budget a lot more.
Yeah.
You know, that few $100s that the state gives them for the kid, they really got to stretch that.
Yeah, they do.
So this is a way to help them out and make it go as far as possible.
Yeah. And you think about, too, those families that have multiple children. You know, we've got gymnastics. We want to keep them in extracurricular activities. They have field trips that they have to things like that. Lori was talking to us about that just a few minutes ago in my interview with her. And so that is what your donation will help provide for these children, because they want a sense of normalcy. They've been through so much. And so we want to make sure that they have just the basic needs, and they want to feel like children. And they don't want to have to worry about anything else, because as a child, you shouldn't have to worry about it.
Exactly. And when they grow up, they can just be a big kid like me. Wear wild jackets and have fun and make people smile for a living.
And you wear it so well.
Well, thank you very much. Well, you know what? We're going to head on to our next thing.
Yeah.
While you call in or donate with the button and all that, we're going to head on to our next one, which I believe is School of Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, give you some music. Some local kids give you some music out there. So phones are waiting. Facebook Live is online, ready for your clicks also, as we enjoy some School of Rock.
What's up, everybody? I'm Asher the Smasher with Kansas City Beatbox Crew in the Crossroads Beatbox Battle that we hold every year in August. I'm going to do a little beatbox freestyle for the Foster Adopt Connect Telethon. Let's get it. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Make sure to donate to the Foster Adopt Connect. It really makes a difference for all the kids and people in need here in Kansas City. Thank you so much.
I am.
Yo, 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 Asher! No, not me at all. Actually, I guess this time of year should be ho, 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 Asher! Thanks to Asher O'Connor. Give us some little beatbox. So a little bit of variety of music today. We started out with some country, had some rock, little beatbox there. So a little bit of something for
everybody.
Yeah.
I love that. We're going to keep this live stream rolling because now we want to introduce to you a branch director, Tamitha Ague. She is over the future services as equine assist therapy is one of the programs that Foster Adopt Connect would like to bring to the organization as another future program. So we'll hear what she has to say. And she also has her horse with her today.
I am the new branch director at Foster Adopt Connect in Hannibal, Missouri. And I'm really excited to be a part of such a great organization that really focuses on families and children and providing that service to those foster and adoptive individuals. And one of the things that we do is making sure that we're working on servicing the needs of our families. And many times when individuals have had a very traumatizing life experience, sometimes being able to find ways to just release that energy and to really begin to get in touch with themselves again and be able to experience a lot of release of that, maybe anger issues or loneliness or depression or any of those kinds of things. And one of the things that we like to focus on is finding those right services for each one of our families. And one of them that I have a very big passion for is equine assisted psychotherapy.
The equine facilitated wellness is a service that we'd really like to bring to the needs of our families and be able to help them. So I encourage you to donate today to Giving Tuesday and help us continue to do our mission in serving children and families across the state of Missouri and expanding the different services and opportunities that each family might need. And again, equine facilitated wellness is just one of those many services that we have. And we thank you for all of your support and all that you do for us in regards to your donations and for giving. Thank you.
Foster Adopt.
That looks like great fun. I'm an animal person, so
Yeah.
I enjoy animals, little ones, big ones like horses and all. So that would be a great extra program to add to Foster Adopt Connect.
Exactly. So we look forward to having that, and we can make that happen by raising donations today.
Yes.
Still looking at $15,000 goal. So Dennis, you want to talk about what we're going to do next?
Well, we're going to do a little challenge for you out there, okay?
Because who doesn't like a challenge
Exactly,
nowadays,
right?
Especially on
Challenge.
social media.
I work great with deadlines. Give me a deadline, I'll get something done, right?
Yeah,
so
I know a
here's
thing or
your
two about
deadline.
that.
You've got 20 minutes, but we're making it easy. It's just $20. $20 in 20 minutes,
$20
right?
in 20 minutes.
So every person that donates $20 or more in the next 20 minutes, you're going to get registered for a $100 gift card to McLean's Bakery. Oh, wonderful food, yes. Oh, all the baked good. Yeah, if you're down there in Brookside area, McLean's Bakery is wonderful. So anyone donating, all those options, right there.
There you go.
Or click on Facebook or fosteradopt.org. In the next 20 minutes, you're going to be entered to that $100 gift card. All right.
So you got 20 minutes, $20 or more.
Yes.
In the next 20
you know what?
minutes.
I brought my bell with me.
Oh, okay.
You know, they like to ring the bell.
Okay.
So, all right. So we're going to ring the, right? I want you to ring my, ring my bell. Ring my bell. Ring, ring,
ring, ring.
We didn't tell them they were backup singers. Sorry to put you on the spot on there. But hey, look, we have someone new back here on the phone.
That's
Kathy.
right, Kathy.
Yeah.
She's like blushing. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for volunteering to be with us. And we still have Miss Melanie with us today. We need to put them to work. She just got here, so we need the phones to ring.
She's fresh and ready to answer.
$20, 20 minutes. Let's go. Let's do this. We can make it work.
Yeah, easy. And you know what? We can reach our goal in 20 minutes. Only need 750 of you out there to donate $20, right? We're there. And we're already, $2,500 on the way up, so you can do the math to figure out how few less than 750.
Because I'm not the math person around here.
Yeah. I have a friend who's a doctor of math.
Yeah.
I leave that to him. Sometimes you need the clown, sometimes you
good.
need the mathematician.
Yeah. And I talk, yeah. So,
so
we need the money.
Yeah,
basically, I can tell you that.
We know that much, right? And it's that easy, just there. And, tell your friends, like, this is a good time. Hey, you might have thought about donating a little bit. It's Giving Tuesday, so you're going to hear a lot of people ask them for things today. A simple little $20 can help us reach that. Get that bell going.
Get the bell going. It's the end of the year. You got to start thinking about taxes. This is a nonprofit organization. I can tell you can write this off as a tax deduction too. So go ahead. Got to think about that. When you talk about numbers, it's important. So you can write this off as a tax deduction as well because this is a nonprofit. So go ahead. We've got 20 minutes. I think we're probably down to 18 right now.
Sure.
But $20, 20 minutes. Let's make this challenge happen.
Because you're here to give and help those that don't have as much. Like sometimes you might even find yourself, you go and you look and you find out there's just there's nothing left in the bag. Fostered. All right. Yeah, but put back on there. We go. Work together.
There we go. Put that back on there.
Yes.
There we go.
There we are. All right. Yeah. You know what? But by you giving it a little bit, as we've talked about, it expands. It grows. Every little bit helps there. So even when you think you're done, you might be able to reach in there. You go, you know what? I think there might be just a little bit more in there that I could find, and that I might be able to just give just a little something else.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, just a little something else in there. Because it adds up, right?
Yeah.
It's a building block. I always think of like Legos.
Yeah.
Like Legos are fun, right? And one block.
Oh my gosh.
But you know what? Yeah. You're crying a little wild, isn't it? Yeah. But you know what? Sometimes it's not just once.
Yeah.
Well, you can reach back in there every now and then. You can say, you know what? I think there might be just a little bit more in there. There is just a little bit more in there. So another building block right there.
Another building block. Okay. Quit digging.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
No.
Maybe I should try. You never know. There might be just, you find that extra 20 under the seat cushion, and you find just a little bit more in there, and it adds up. Look here. It's making Kathy feel happier, too, because she's less on camera. So, it adds up. Every little bit you got there builds together with other people, and then we'll be there at our goal and helping foster kids and parents, for the next year or so.
How'd you do that?
Well, that's the fun. That's the magic of the holidays and Giving Tuesday.
Wow. Dennis, I'm impressed.
Well, thank you.
I'm just so stunned. That's awesome. And I think some people are impressed too because we've got some donations. Joe Sharp, we thank you.
Yes.
Aaron Kenny, we thank you so much. And Sarah Jeffries, we thank you so much for donating today on this Giving Tuesday.
Right. So let's match that. You start with a few people, double it, and it's that great thing. If you keep doubling every so often, you got a lot when you finish up. So
keep digging.
Yep.
Right?
Yes.
Because you can pull up some building blocks out the box, out the bag.
Yeah, you never know.
I'm like, man, you going to tell me? I'm going to learn that trick before the day is over with.
Well, I don't know.
You're going to have to share
First
that
rule
with me.
of being a magician is never tell your secrets.
Oh, gosh, I know.
Yeah.
Right.
And this money, and a lot of people ask for money on Giving Tuesday.
Yeah.
And sometimes you're like, okay, but how much is actually going there, right?
Right.
So here at Foster, Adopt, Connect.
Yes.
Sometimes I get excited.
I know that feeling.
Yes. 90 cents of every dollar goes to help those kids and those families. So there's got to be other sources for the organization to work, but 90 cents of every dollar is going to help those kids and families. So that's a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot.
Your money's getting to where it needs to be.
Yeah, 90 cents. And then you think about it too, a lot of the work that is here and this gets done is because of volunteers. A lot of people that volunteer for this organization to make things work. So we thank them as well for making that happen.
Yeah, and this is the time of the year that, there's a lot going on. We have a lot of fun. We might have extra parties going on at this time of year and celebrations. But a lot of the kids out there, foster, they've gone through trauma, or they're waking up in a new place. They may no longer be with their parents or a family member, and so it's new to them. And we're here to help them kind of maybe forget about that a little bit, have hope that it's going to get better, because it will get better. And all of that is from you, just helping out. A little simple $20 right now in this 20 in 20 challenge can help those kids just have a little bit better holiday season, which, as we know, if you have a good day, it helps you move to the next day, right?
That's right.
Right.
That's exactly right.
And sometimes you have bad days. Have you ever had a bad day?
Oh, have I?
I had a friend, Alexander, had a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a phrase, though. Have you ever heard the phrase, you feel like you're getting to the end of your rope?
Yeah.
Right, yeah, you know what? Sometimes you do that. You feel like you're getting to the end of your rope. You're going to just fall off, roll across the floor, and knock your head in the wall.
Yeah.
That would hurt. You don't want to do that, no, right?
I know.
No. So instead, what you can do when you get to the end of your rope is you can tie a knot and hang on. Because today's only 24 hours, and tomorrow you get to start over again. So, hang on, and keep going forward. So your help can help a kid hang on for another day to keep getting better and better.
That's right. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, wait, she forgot. She's here to talk, too.
That's right. And that's such a great point. It's good. What a great example to show. Just keep going.
Yes. Yeah. And it helps in so many different ways. We've mentioned some of the things before, like clothing and hygiene products and all those things.
Yeah.
But also for the foster parents who are out there who may just need some assistance in navigating the system and figuring out how to make sure they're doing the best they can and advocacy for them. So it helps not just the kids, but the adults too in the process to make that the best experience possible.
And in learning more about this organization, a lot of times we think about children that need to be placed in foster care, but they are with their own relatives, and that may sometimes be the grandparents. And sometimes those grandparents are on a limited income themselves, trying to take care of themselves, and now they have the extra responsibility of taking care of their grandchildren, and they need an extra boost. Yes. They need a little bit more financial help to make this happen for their grandchildren. So we think about them and what it takes to do this. At Christmas time, you've got to buy gifts. You want all the kids to have something under the tree. So all of these little things, they kind of add up, and why we need to help one another today.
Right. And you mentioned grandparents, and Foster Adopt Connect has a huge mission to try to connect kids that are in the foster care with someone in their family. And that might be down the line a little bit, but we found out that that kids actually do better with someone they're related to that might have a little bit more connection to them, at least to get started. And with their program, with the 30-day program, trying to find those quicker.
Yeah, I was about to say,
there you go.
I'm like, I don't know about that team.
So do that extra research to find those family members to get those kids in the best situation possible with that.
All right. I want to give you guys another fact right now. On average, children remain in state care for over a year and a half. And Foster Adopt Connect works to drastically shorten that timeline through our 30 Days to Family program. So this program is actually a short-term intervention. So 30 Days to Family specialists work to identify 80 additional relatives of foster children in order to get them in care of a loving relative within the first 30 days children enter into foster care. So that's just one of several programs that they have to offer. So this is the 30 Days to Family program. So when we're talking about grandparents and other relatives taking on the responsibility, this is kind of what they do, using resources to help connect children as quickly as possible, which is so amazing.
Right. And then 30 days, that's not long. And 20 is even less than that, and we're in our 20-minute challenge here. So just $20. We actually have a new number up here on the board with some more people. Thanks to Jim Kinney, Regina Mize, Logan Welcher, Carolyn Gillespie, and Meredith Greenfield. Thank you for helping to raise our number up to 2,800. There goes
so
Santa.
Much. Santa's moving.
Yes.
He's moving. All right.
You know what? I just noticed Santa only has one reindeer. And he's moving. That's pretty good. Yeah. So actually, I guess
the other ones are at the top, right?
Oh, they're cheering him on at the top. Here, get him going there, you know. So maybe we could think of this. The money would be adding reindeer.
Yeah, absolutely.
It would also help get him up the hill a little bit faster.
Yes, we thank you so much for all of those donations that we just received. Those names that we just read out to you. Your eyes are good, because I was over there struggling with that. I was like, oh, I hope he has that. So we thank you so much. But we need more. So come on. We need $20 in 20 minutes. Let's make it happen.
And that's only about 3 minutes away. So you got about 3 minutes to get those $20 donations or more. Feel free to add in a couple of 20s in there. You know, for that. And with that, in this challenge, you're getting registered for that $100 gift card to McLean's Bakery.
Tell me more about McLean's.
Oh, it is a wonderful local bakery.
Yeah.
And they also do some breakfast and lunch food along with that. So, and maybe you're not the dessert person. However, it would make a great Christmas gift or Hanukkah gift or whatever gift giving you're giving over this next month or so. Save it for a birthday party. If you know what, or take some friends out and go out down to McLean's. Great things. We like to hear that sound of the phones.
That's such a beautiful sound.
Yes.
It's a beautiful sound. Oh my gosh, that just does my heart so good.
There they are.
There they
They're calling that number, 816-601-2160. Yes. Also, if you click there on Facebook Live, that'll get you entered in there with that 20 and 20 challenge.
Yeah.
So a lot of ways to get there. You just got a couple minutes left. So I get a chance to do that. Get that going. So
let's keep it going. We only got a few minutes left. All right, we're winding up.
All right, we're going to give you a little bit more time while we head into our next video.
Okay.
For that, and I'm going to have to be honest, I have no idea what that video is.
Well, that's why we co-host.
Yeah, yes, we're a team here.
That's why we co-host. I love relaxation. How about you?
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
definitely.
Getting your Zen, namaste, all of that is so empowering. So we're going to have a yoga patch come to us right now.
Wonderful.
Foster Adopt Connect would like to thank sponsor Hovey Williams LLP. 90 years of protecting clients' patents, trademarks, and other intellectual property. For more information, visit hoveywilliams.com.
Hi, I'm Maria Murphy here at the Yoga Patch in Waldo, and today we'll be showing you with my assistant Joe a few yoga poses that you can use as a sequence or individually to help with stress and tension throughout this holiday season. So we'll begin with Joe sitting up nice and tall, hands on your knees, and then begin to bring that right hand to the floor, reaching up with the left arm and overhead, coming into a side bend. You see the length in the side of her body. Helps to relieve any stress or tension in the low back. Bringing that left hand back down to the floor. Right arm reaches up and over. Again, lengthening that side, dropping the side of your body down. And then coming back to center. From here, we'll move into a child's pose. So Joe will show them a couple of different ways to come into this. You can keep the knees together, as she has right now, folding forward. And then bringing the arms down by the sides. If this is not accessible to you, then go ahead and come back up. We'll show them the other way to do this. So widen the knees. And then we'll come into your child's pose, releasing the forehead down to the mat. Relaxing the shoulders and opening up the back of the body. Helps to elongate the spinal column. Resting the forehead on the floor makes this more relaxing. So you would hold this for just a few breaths, and then coming back up out of this, we'll move into our next position, coming into cat-cow. So bringing the hands underneath the shoulders, hips over the knees. We'll begin to round the spine, draw the chin in towards the chest, and then inhale, lift the head and the tailbone. Exhale as you round the spine. Inhale as you lift. And continuing this for about 3 to 5 breaths. This sequence helps to relieve stress in your pelvis, neck, and back. Now moving into downward facing dog, we'll tuck the toes, keep the hands where they're at, and then lift the tailbone. She's going to open the shoulders by rounding and hollowing out the armpits. The ears will stay in between the arms. The heels will drop down, and it really doesn't matter if they touch the floor. This pose helps to relieve stress. It relaxes the mind and helps with tension in the body. For this one, I would hold this for 3 to 5 breaths as well. And then I'd come back down onto your knees, leveling out the spine, and then take a few moments here just in tabletop to reset your body. We'll go ahead and come back down into a seated position, bringing the soles of the feet together into Baddha Konasana. Here we'll drop the knees out to the sides. Again, doesn't matter how low they come. This will help open up the hips and the groin area. As much sitting as we do in our lives, this is a great way to relieve that stress and tension. Now you'll hinge forward, leading with your sternum. Again, giving a nice big stretch in the back of the body, the hips, the groin. Taking a few more breaths here. Lengthening up through the crown of the head. All right, one more breath. And then we'll slowly come back up. From here, we'll go into a seated forward fold. So go ahead and stretch the legs out. Press through your heels, flex your feet. Coming into your staff pose, lifting your chest. Now as you hinge forward again, we'll lead with the sternum. Walking the hands down the legs towards the feet. Holding on to the shins, ankles, feet, wherever they land. Getting a nice big stretch in the lower body, up through the spine and the crown of the head. Taking a few more breaths here. And then slowly coming back up. Thank you for watching. I'm Maria Murphy here at Yoga Patch. Please consider donating to Foster, Adopt, Connect. Thank you.
That's right, tap into your zen.
How long am I supposed to try and hold this pose? It's a lot more difficult in a sport coat. Okay. Oh, you're trying. You know, do what I can.
Way to tap into that.
Yes, you know.
Yes.
You know, we're ready to go.
Good energy, good vibes. It's all good vibes here today.
Yes, and we're getting a lot of good vibes out there.
Yeah,
thanks to all of you
are.
out there. And we were reminded, a lot of times your company might match your donation, especially on today. So even if you've already given, you mention that to your company if they do matching. So double that amount or however much they give with that. So a great way to make it even bigger. And we have a couple of people out there that have done a great job. Tara Patel with a $500 donation.
Thank you so much, Tara. Thank you.
And Joan Weber with a $100 donation.
Thank you
it's been
so much.
Great. We're still tabulating the 20 and 20 challenge.
Yes,
get
that's
those numbers
done.
Together. Yep.
But we'll have
that
those
number in a little bit.
We'll draw that gift card in a moment.
Yes.
But we also have Julia Drake Cobb. We thank you so much. Melanie McGuire. We thank you. Ashlyn Stiles. We thank you so much for donating for Giving Tuesday for Foster Adopt Connect again today.
And I think we have a number on the board.
Let's
so
check it out
see.
then. Let's see,
with
Dennis.
some of those, we're up to $3,376.
Ooh.
There's Santa flying
Look at
just
Santa.
a little bit farther.
Go,
up
Santa,
there.
go,
Yeah.
go.
Go,
Go, Santa, go.
Go, Santa.
Oh,
Go, Santa.
go, Santa, go.
Santa.
Go. We're getting there.
Little Cabbage Patch never goes out, right?
Never
You
goes
can always do a
out.
Cabbage
That's
Patch.
good. Oh my gosh, we're having
Oh,
a great
wait.
time.
I forgot.
Ring
I was
the bell.
ringing the bell for
Yeah.
the 20 and 20. So there's some
20.
rings for all of you out there. Well,
20
I
and
could
20.
say like Tara Patel. I need to do like
Ring louder. Ring that. Yeah, thank you, Tara. Thank you so much for that.
I'm not sure about that idea, Christelle, but okay. All right.
All right. Well,
I did bring the bell. I put that on myself there. So.
that's good. Well, we want to ring it louder though.
Yeah, that's true.
Because
let people
this is
know,
great.
right? And you can let people know. Share.
Make sure you
this.
share.
Yeah, let people know that you're giving, and share just the link there to here to the live feed, so people can know about it and share also.
Yeah. All right, so we've got something really exciting for you coming up next. How many of you have seen that show, Ninja Warrior?
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Like to do some of those moves, right? All right, we've got
They
to
make it look like it's easy to do.
They make it, but
I
you've
don't-
got to do extensive training for this. We've got a lady that's from Lee Summit that's going to show a couple of her moves. Ninja Warrior, check it out.
My name is Liz Edelman. I'm from Lee Summit, Missouri. I'm a loan officer assistant with Fairway Mortgage. But I've been doing Ninja Warrior for 4 years. We're here at the Modus Gym. I'm excited to show you what all techniques and tricks that we can do here and have some fun. There's a couple different techniques or tricks that you need to know how to do. One of them would be doing a lache. That's basically jumping from one obstacle to the next and catching it. So if you can jump from one bar to another bar, you can pretty much jump from any obstacle to another obstacle. Rings are another technique where you go from one ring to the next. Once again, once you've learned that technique, you can go from a nunchuck to a nunchuck or any other hanging object to another hanging object. Last but not least, the fun one is the cliffhanger, where you get to hold on to the cliff and go across, and I'll show you how to do that as well. We like to do Ninja Warrior. It's kind of like a big playground. You get to do monkey bars and rings, and you get to jump from obstacles to obstacles. It takes technique, lots of technique, a little bit of strength. It's a lot of fun. It's basically like going to a playground and just playing for an hour. We do competitions throughout the year. Right now we're doing the National Ninja League competition. And there's multiple other competitions as well that you can partake in. But most of all, we just have fun. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed watching some of that ninja. Do please donate to Foster.Connect. It's a great organization and you can help kids in need.
Today's tutorial is all about hot cocoa bombs. In this video you will see Annie G's process from beginning to end. All you need to get started is 3 ingredients and a chocolate mold. First you're going to start off by melting your chocolate, then pour into the molds and spread evenly. After this, you're going to chill your molds in the fridge until the chocolate is set. Next, pop your chocolate shells out of the molds. After this, you are going to melt the rims of the chocolate shells with a hot plate. Next, place your hot cocoa mix and marshmallows in the shell and seal it up. Decorating is optional, but it really does bring the whole thing together. What we're doing here is taking white chocolate and drizzling it over the hot cocoa bombs. And you're done. Now the only thing left to do is to try out your creation. Make sure your milk is hot enough to melt the chocolate shell. Gently place your hot cocoa bomb in the mug and enjoy. Thanks for watching.
Hot chocolate, great holiday season thing, or as we were talking about, friends who like hot chocolate all the time, right? Great thing, just don't confuse it with your bath bomb. Okay, cocoa bomb, bath bomb, completely, well, I don't know, they do chocolate wraps these days at spas, so maybe you could make some, well, you can go the chocolate to the bath, don't go bath to the drink. Just keep that a little unconfused, you'll be fine. All right. Well, next we have another interview. I'm going to send over to Christelle with Jessica, another wonderful person that works here at Foster Adopt Connect.
All right. Thanks so much, Dennis. Hey, I want to give you this fact first before we talk to Jessica. Of foster kids who grew up and age out of the system, nearly half of them will have been homeless by the time they turn 21. By age 26, 69% of former foster youth will have been arrested, and only 46 will be employed. Foster children need extra support and guidance both during their childhood as they navigate through adulthood on their own. These statistics are really, really daunting, but Foster Adopt Connect, Community Connections Youth Project, is working to change these numbers and change this narrative. We talked with Lori earlier today, and now Jessica Funk is with us today. She's also the Youth Programs Manager here at Foster Adopt Connect. So Jessica, I really want to talk about this because looking over this, something that's really unique about this program is all of CCYP staff are actually former foster youth. What's the reason behind that?
So we decided that a peer-to-peer model was the best way to go in order when working with these individuals. We get these individuals who have aged out of care, foster care between ages 17 and 21. You can stay in care in Missouri until the age of 21. And a lot of them, by that time, they're really jaded from their time spent in the system. And so we get a lot of, you don't know what I've been through, you don't care about me. But as individuals who have that lived experience, we can say, yes, I do know what you've been through, I do understand. And we can use our own lives and say, hey, like, I beat these odds, I beat the statistics, you don't have to be a statistic too. Let me help you. Let me show you what I did. Let me walk you down a similar path that I did so that you can be successful as well.
Gotcha. And I want to backtrack because I got so excited talking about this because this is such an interesting perspective to, you know, to relate to these children who are aging out of foster care. But walk us through what you do and how you do it.
Absolutely. So Community Connections Youth Project, or CCYP for short, we provide a lot of aftercare services for individuals who are in foster care ages 17 to 26. We chose the age 26 because just because you age out at the age of 21 doesn't mean that you necessarily have your life together. All the trauma that these individuals have been through, they need additional support, they need additional help. So we want to help them as long as we possibly can. We chose 26 because if you age out of foster care in the state of Missouri, you qualify for extended health care coverage until age 26 in Missouri. So we provide case management type services. We help them with driving lessons, we help them find housing, employment, help them finish their GED, their high set, go back to college. I mean, anything that could help them transition into adulthood successfully, that's what we want to help them do.
And I think when you talk about this, for most of us who have family, we had a plan, we have parents, we talked about what we need to do. They just don't send us out into the world and try to make us, you know, think for ourselves. We have some type of guidance. And so for many of these children that don't have the families and they are in foster care, this service really is implemented to making sure they are productive citizens.
Absolutely. So, like you said, they don't have a lot of the traditional supports that somebody who isn't in foster care, and that's why we stay with them as long as we possibly can to offer that mentorship. We deal with a lot of conflict resolution, so we get a lot of the trauma responses because of all the trauma that they have been through. They are angry, they don't understand certain things, their brain is not wired the same way as a person who is not in care is. And so when they get angry and, you know, their lights are getting shut off, we want to help them navigate that situation and say, hey, we're not going to scream, we're not going to yell at the person on the phone. You know, what can we do next time? We're going to help you this time. We can offer some financial assistance to make sure your lights don't get cut off, but what can we do next time to prevent this? How can we handle this better? It's not their fault, the person on the other end. So we really want to help them add to their toolbox so that they can be successful adults.
Absolutely. Will you share some of your own personal experiences that you've worked with children in this program?
Absolutely. We got a referral in December of 2018 for a young lady who just wanted driving lessons. And as we started driving with her and her specialist started to build that rapport with her, she confided in her specialist that she was missing a lot of school because she was taking care of her grandmother who was disabled and taking care of her sister's children as well while sister could go to work. And that really started to negatively impact her. And we really wanted to stress the importance of, like, you are almost done. You're a junior in high school. It is so important to finish high school and get that diploma. You're not going to be able to help anybody in the long term if you don't do this and continue on your own path. So things were getting a little bit better. And then unfortunately, a few months later, grandma passed away. And this caused this young lady to go back into the foster care system. And re-entering foster care at age 17 is really hard because these older youth are the ones that are really hard to place with their forever family. So she bounced around a lot from several family members, even stayed with a high school coach at one point. And we really had to step in and advocate for her to have her own space. We really wanted this individual to have her own space so that she could thrive, so she could focus on herself and doing what she needed to do to better herself so that she could in turn help other people later. She's still active in the program today. We were able to help her get her own apartment through a community resource of a transitional living program. We helped her get her driver's license. When COVID hit, she obviously was doing online school but didn't have internet, so we helped her get internet. We helped her get a job. She recently started classes at Metropolitan Community College. Wow. And actually just hit her savings goal of $2,000 so that she can get her own car. And so I think that just goes to show the long-term effects of this program. Yes. Like, it's not a quick fix. That's why we want to stay with you for so long, because you're going to hit hurdles, you're going to hit barriers, but we are designed to be there for those, and clients can opt in, they can opt out as much or as little as they want to. We are just here to support them and knock over any barriers that we can.
Now, there are so many success stories.
Yes.
And I think people need to hear those success stories to understand the importance of their donation. So
Absolutely.
Again, talk to folks that are on this live stream right now about why it's so important to donate to help programs like what you do.
Absolutely. It's extremely important to donate. We have limited financial assistance to be able to help our clients find housing, maintain stable housing. We had another client who's actually one of the very first CCYP clients. We've been through it all with her. We helped her keep her daughter from entering the foster care system as well. And we were able to do that because we could help her pay those light bills. We could help put the down payment down for an apartment. We could pay for a driver's license. We can connect them to so many things, but we're not always able to do that without the proper funding to be able to do those things. And we do little things too. We have our own pantry that we provide, you know, like a startup kit for their first apartment. And we'll buy them a brand new bed and new bedding, and just let them pick out their own things, you know. There's nothing wrong with hand-me-downs, but there's something nice about having your first apartment, something that you picked out, that you liked, and it's your own. And it's really important because they haven't had that stability before.
Yeah, you don't really think about that. When you want your first apartment, all of the things you need, furniture.
Absolutely.
You have to have groceries, you know. Those are some important things, just basic needs that you need to survive once you enter.
It's taken for granted a lot, and so being able to do this work and seeing it, it is so very important to these individuals that have aged out with practically nothing.
Well, I think I go as far as to say, for all of us, on behalf of myself and those on this live stream, thank you, Jessica, so much for what you're doing and for the impact that you're making in so many young lives. We certainly appreciate all of your work here at Foster Adopt Connect.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much for being with us today in this interview. We appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
All right, I think Dennis is ready to take it over from here. What you doing over there, Dennis?
Well, Christelle, we're getting ready. We're getting ready to thank some of those people out there donating. Well, I appreciate all those that did the 20 and 20 challenge. Also those that maybe gave a little bit more. Gary Welcher, Will Myers, Madison Myers, Sarah Edison. We thank for all of your donations out there. But now is time. Christelle, why don't you come on back over here and join
all
the
you
fun?
have to do is just say, come on, girl, and I'm coming.
So we got our names in here, those that gave the 20 in the 20.
Wardrobe malfunction.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Microphone.
Microphone, that's okay.
Technical
We won't be as
difficulty.
popular. We won't be as
Hold on, let me
viral
get
with
this.
that.
Okay, now we're
there we
ready.
go.
Let's
All right.
roll.
So I'm going to let you draw from the names of those that. So someone here is going with a $100 gift card to McLean's Bakery. So
here we go. All the names are in here.
What magic we pulling out now?
All right, Sarah Edson.
Yeah,
Sarah Edson.
Sarah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sarah.
Congratulations.
Wonderful. Yeah, and thanks to all of you that gave during that challenge. We've got more time here, so keep sending those donations in. The ladies are ready back here for the phones. They're open for that. 816-601-2160. They're on Facebook Live or at .connect.org. So different ways to
donate. Also, don't forget you can continue to share this live stream as well. And we've still got some more entertainment for you coming up.
We do. So we're gonna head on here to our Alexa. Let's see. Let's make it a surprise this time. It'll be like unwrapping the present. You don't know what's in it until you open it up.
But you know it's good.
Exactly.
There you
so
go.
Here we're gonna open up another present for you here on our telethon.
Hi there. My name is Danny Baker, and I've been making music for about as long as I can remember. And I am thrilled today to sing for you one of my favorite Christmas songs, Silver Bells, as we support the Foster Adopt Connect Giving Tuesday Telethon.
It's Christmas time.
right, beautiful. A beautiful rendition to get you in the Christmas spirit. And speaking of Christmas spirit, we have someone real special for you here today. And we've got an interview with him. I want to send it over to one of our special correspondents. Mr. Jingle Bell, will you take it away, please?
Thanks, Christelle. Hey, up here with the boss man, Santa.
Hello.
Mrs. Claus. Oh, so good to see you. You know, you really should come over to the workshops more often with those cookies.
Santa doesn't let me get very far with cookies out of the kitchen.
Oh, I can see that could be difficult getting out of there, away from him with that. Yeah. Oh, for those of you, I'm Jingle Bell, Vice President, North Pole Operations. Kind of second in charge here to the big man.
Hello.
Yes. So, everything going well this season, boss?
Everything seems to be going fine right now.
Good.
But the pressure isn't on just yet. So.
Yeah. Well, you know, we just came out. Did you all have a nice Thanksgiving?
We did.
Good.
We did. We had lots of folks over to the house.
Not including ourselves. There's a lot of us.
Well, yeah, you know how that is.
Well, yeah. It's amazing how much us little people can eat, though.
Well, you know, whenever you have to order a truckload of turkeys.
It's right there. It
It's right
tells
there.
you.
That's
yeah,
it.
Yeah. Now, this season, there's a lot of controversy that comes up sometimes about when the holiday decorations go up. Should you put them up before Thanksgiving, after Thanksgiving? You know, there's some of those stores out there that seem to think 4th of July is okay to start. So what is, I feel like you are the go-to person.
Well, do you really take them down?
You got to have the Christmas spirit all year round.
All year round.
Yes, so if you even have a little something on the wall to remind you.
Well, I didn't know people took them down.
Well, look at you'll learn something every. Look at it, Santa Claus, even as old as he is, can learn something new. Every day's a school day, Mr. Claus.
It is. It is.
Yeah. Now you give a lot out there to the world. Lots of kids bring smiles and joy.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Love the children. And, you know, the older kids, the adults, they're just as marvelous as the children. But I really enjoy bringing cheer to the children and seeing their faces light up. And it's a wonderful feeling.
It is, isn't it? You know what? You know, we don't get to see their faces like you get to as much, you know. Of course, usually when you see them, they're just sleeping peacefully, thinking of all the great things the next day.
That's true.
Right, but you get to have that experience. But you've also, you also get to see them beforehand.
That's right.
When they come and, give their wish lists out and all that. And
That is true. That is very true. And some of the things kids ask for are just absolutely marvelous. The best thing that I've heard asked for so far is, I have a friend that needs a present. And that just tugs at the heartstrings, and it makes you know that child is thinking of others.
yes. Which is a part of, that's what we're kind of today, is thinking of others, helping those that may not have as much or need a little extra help. And it's a great, when we're in the season, the feeling of the season, maybe a little easier to give a little bit more with that. And of course, you're working with kids of all kinds, and today we're focusing on the foster kids out there.
Those are great kids out there, folks. They're wonderful. They've got hearts of gold, and they just need that extra little hug or that extra little smile. Something extra to help them out to see through the tough times.
Yes. And and it's kind of like Mrs. Claus being here as a support.
Yes,
you need
absolutely.
that little extra support there to have beside
Keeps
you.
me in line, though.
That's good too, A lot of duties over there, the different kinds, right? Now, have you had some particular great experiences with foster kids?
I have. I've had some wonderful experiences. Here a couple years ago, Mrs. Claus went to a Christmas party with me for foster kids. And seeing those kids light up, seeing Santa and Mrs. Claus come to their party. And it was heartfelt. The love that was shared there was just fabulous. And these kids need that love more than they get.
And that's what we're here today for, to show them a little bit more love with that. Wonderful. Now, do you have kids of your own?
Well,
it kind of gets confusing with so many of us running around.
most people don't think we do, but we do have kids of our own.
Oh, really?
Yes, we're parents, we're grandparents, we're great-grandparents.
Wow.
So, yeah.
So you know what it's like to have a lot of kids around.
Oh, absolutely,
Sure.
and love every one of them.
Yes. Oh, great. Well, now, let's see here. Yeah, everyone always comes to you to say what they want on their wish list.
Yes.
Right now. So I want to switch it up a little bit. What's on your wish list?
Well, I normally tell kids when they ask me what I want for Christmas is I want an extra helping of cookies.
Is that allowed, Mrs. Claus?
No.
No. Oh, okay. Well, but she won't know because she's not there,
That's right.
That's why you don't have a co-pilot. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I forgot. It was supposed to be a secret. Oh, sorry, boss. Oh, that might come up in my job evaluation later. Okay, we're going to give you a great present for this holiday season. We're going to send you on a great vacation from all of us elves. Yeah, it was supposed to be a surprise, but I want you to know now since I accidentally gave the secret away.
Aha!
Yeah.
Okay. I will try to remember to act very surprised.
Oh, good.
But I also will let Bernard know that you're telling things.
Oh, not Bernard.
Well, of course,
Okay. All right, well, hopefully I'll stay out of hot chocolate. We're always having a good time up here at the North Pole. And we thank all of you down there a little bit farther south for giving today. It is the season, so I'm going to send it back to old cousin Christelle. Bye from the North Pole.
Bye-bye. Merry Christmas.
Oh gosh, my cousin Jingle. Thanks so much, Jingle, and Mr. Santa Claus himself and Mrs. Claus for making that appearance from the North Pole. We certainly appreciate it. Hey, we appreciate you for staying with us on this live stream on this Giving Tuesday. We have upped the ante. We did so well on our 20 for 20 challenge, 20 in 20 challenge. We've got something good coming up now. We've got the next 20 minutes. Any donations received in the next 20 minutes, $50 or more, are going to be entered to win a $150 gift card to AMC Theaters. Let me tell you, I just went to the movies for the first time in 2 years, and it was such a rewarding experience. Just didn't know how much I missed it. So this would be great to take the family to on Christmas Day. A lot of good movies, blockbuster movies coming out. So next 20 minutes, we've got to get the donations in, $50 or more. Enter in to win a $150 gift card to AMC Theaters. You can do it. Go ahead, start calling. The phones need to ring 816-601-2160. You can call. You can click on the button to donate. You can go to the website, fosteradoptconnect.org to donate as well. Any way you want to donate, just get it done. Because then in the next 20 minutes, you're entering to win a $150 gift card to AMC Theaters. You do not want to miss out on that. We need the donations. Speaking of donations, we also have some new names that we want to thank today. Stephanie Gordon, we thank you so much. Michael Wayne Donovan, we thank you too. And Garney Churin, we thank you all for your donations today. Certainly, we appreciate it from the bottom of our heart. Keep the donations coming in. We've got a big goal to reach, and we're going to reach it today with your help. So we thank you so much for staying on this live stream and helping us reach that goal today. Speaking of goals, music goals is my thing. And we've got a great music performance for you coming up right now, the Greeting Committee. So check them out.
Hi, I'm Addie.
And I'm Pierce.
And we're from the Greeting Committee. We're here today to play y'all a song for the Foster Adopt Connect Giving Tuesday Telethon. We hope you enjoy and please donate to keep foster kids safe throughout Kansas and Missouri. This is Can I Leave Me Too?
Why does everybody drive the same car you do? I'm scared of myself without you. I'll change my ways for a few days if it means you'll stay. I'm filthy, creepy, clingy for you always. If If you go, can I go with you? If you leave me, can I leave me too? I'm afraid that I might need you. If you go, can I go with you? If you leave me, can I leave me too? I'm afraid that I might need you. If you leave me, can I leave me too? I'll never say your name again if you don't want me. Don't wanna lose you, don't want you to lose me. And ain't it funny how nobody's laughing at the way you circle the deep end, trying to get you but you won't say nothing. Baby, say something, baby, say if you go, can I go with you? If you leave me, can I leave me too? I'm afraid that I might need you. If you go, can I go with you? If you leave me, can I leave me too? I'm afraid that I might need you. If you leave me, can I leave me too? Lost and waiting, can't eat. I just sleep days on days, and baby, call me when you get this. Lost and waiting, can't eat. I just sleep days on days, and baby, call me when you get this. Baby, call me when you get this. Baby, call me when you get this.
And some more great music, another variety for you from the Greeting Committee, someone you might actually hear on your local radio station across the nation. So glad, so happy that they would join us today for the telethon. And you started a new challenge.
Yes, a new challenge is in the works right now. Another 20 and 20. Well, this is actually 50 and 20. Yeah, 50 and 20. We need people in 20 minutes. So we have about until 12:55 right now.
Okay.
You can donate within the next 20 minutes, $50 or more, to enter to win a $150 gift card to AMC Theaters.
Perfect time of year. There's
a lot of
and
blockbuster
a lot more
movies
coming
coming
out now.
Yeah.
So, and get you ready. That'd make a great stocking stuffer.
It is a great stocking.
For the whole family.
For the entire,
bring the
you're
family
absolutely
together.
right. It's great. And so $50 or more in the next 20 minutes. We need the phones to ring. The ladies just told me they need something to do.
Mm-hmm.
So make it happen.
Yeah, I thought. Well, I saw one of them starting to pull their knitting out. So we don't want that. No.
So you can also donate. You can click on the link or go to the website fosteradoptconnect.org to make sure you donate today. Now listen. Once this live is over, we're not done for the day. You can donate all day long on this Giving Tuesday. So say, for instance, maybe you shared it, somebody didn't get a chance to watch it during this time, they can go back. You can go ahead and make a donation all day today. It doesn't stop here. The giving just keeps on giving.
It does. And you got plenty of ways right there. Just easy on Facebook Live or at fosteradopt.org. And, of course, that phone number, 816-601-2160. They're ready to take your call. And that phone number will only go until 1 o'clock, I believe.
Yeah.
So after that, you can just go back
donate
to
online.
click and donate online, nice and easy. And don't forget, if your company matches donations, this is a great day to do that. and double that donation or however much they match for you.
And we also just want to take a moment just to say thank you once again to all of those who have donated thus this far. We appreciate so much of you giving to help all of the foster children in need in the metro area. Oh my gosh, that's the sound we love to hear. The phone is ringing once again. We thank you so much from the bottom of our heart for making a difference in the lives of so many children today. All righty, what are we going to do next?
Well, I think we have a video come up giving you a specific story about something we talked about a little earlier with Jessica with the extreme family finding. It's a kind of a specialty here for Foster Adopt Connect, and let's just see it
It's a
in
beautiful
action.
family.
Yes,
All
very
right,
much.
check the video out.
In the general population of kids in foster care, when they reach about the age of 12, their chances of finding permanency through adoption is reduced to 20%. The Extreme Family Finding program increases their odds of being adopted to 80%.
I get up and go to Extreme Family Finding every day so that we can make a difference with kiddos that don't really have somebody there to hear their voice and get their opinion on where they want to end up.
We're the Holstons. I'm Wayne Holston and my wife Shelley, and we've adopted 5 children that we formerly fostered, a sibling group, ages 10 to 15 now. I do feel like in a very short amount of time they've grown into our family. They may not believe me, but you know, when they're not here, I miss them. So, you know.
We knew from the beginning that we were looking for a sibling group because we had, having had 4 kids already, we had a home that was big enough to handle a larger group rather than them possibly having to be split apart.
My name is Charlie and I am 10. I'm Georgia and I'm 11.
My name is Tashina and I'm 13. Not my age.
My name's Emma, I'm 14, and we have a sister, her name's Trinity. She is 15, but she is away at school right now. As much as they annoy me sometimes, I love my siblings with all my heart. And so that was always one of the first things I would ask. Would we have to be split up? So knowing that we weren't going to be was positive. We don't have to worry about where we're gonna go next or if we're gonna leave after a short period of time. So we are Native American and we are from the Sioux Lakota tribe, and it's very important for me and for us too that we stay connected with that.
It was very important to us, you know, that they retain knowledge of their heritage. I know their grandmothers were, you know, asking us whether we would, you know, allow that. We said, of course, certainly we would.
My parents support me on doing math.
My parents support me with sports because I really like to try different things. I've tried soccer camp, cheer, softball, volleyball. They just kind of like helped me through that.
So Extreme Family Finding is really critical in that it combines a whole lot of really focused efforts together.
You don't have to stress. You are able to focus on that kid and what's in the best interest of that child. A lot of times kids aren't heard. You can really advocate.
With us having a smaller caseload just really helps because we can, you know, really get out there, knock on some doors and, you know, find some family.
We are able to bring in a detective who works to help identify those family members, and then we do specialized work with that child in their network of folks that are part of their life in some way or another. This particular program, because it is so effective at finding those solutions, is really wanted and needed by states around the country as they look to find solutions for those kids.
Foster Adopt Connect was very instrumental in helping us through this process of being able to adopt these kids. They just really helped walk us through the steps one thing at a time and got it done.
That's one of the things that I also love about Foster Adopt Connect is we also help families. We've had our team members go in and rebuild walls so they can have a room so they would qualify for licensure. Our team is just super amazing and we all work together to try to get kids with these relatives.
By investing in this program, you're going to see a return on your investment that is so meaningful. You're making a real difference in the life of a child.
Oh my gosh, I just love that family. They are so beautiful.
Yes.
Just a great story and just another testament of what the work that's done here at Foster Adopt Connect. We thank them for sharing with us today. It's so great. All right, so we've got, let's see, about about maybe about 8 more minutes before that 50 in 20 challenge is up.
Yes.
You still can donate. Again, that's $50 in the next 20 minutes.
Or more.
Or more.
Feel free to do more.
You can do more.
Double it, triple it, quadruple it, whatever works for you.
Whatever works for you. Whatever floats your boat. In the next, about 7 minutes or so. For I'm so excited. I was listening to her. She's got a call there. So listen, we have a chance to win a $150 gift card to AMC Theaters within the next 8 minutes. We've got time. You still got time to make it happen.
And a couple of things shout out to Joan Weber, Barb Kemp, and Kathy Perryman, part of that challenge. So we appreciate all of you. Given in there. So join the list of all the great people donating today.
Thank you. We also want to say thank you to Greeting Committee, too, for that performance as well. We thank you as well. Listen, I want to give some more facts because I want to talk about, why we're here, what we're doing, and also give information because the more you know, the better we'll do, right?
Yes.
So according to research, over 90% of children in foster care have experienced some sort of trauma. That trauma can manifest in the forms of aggression, self-harm, and depression. So through the Foster Adopt Connection services, like the behavioral interventionists, the advocacy, and other resources, they actually provide stability. And we heard from Lori talking about that today. We also heard from Jessica talking about the program that she helps as far as with young people transitioning into adulthood. And so it also helps with stability. This is important. It also helps with healing because that's important. And it also gives the resources to help children overcome their past mistreatment. So your gift today allows us to serve more children in need. And so that's important, and it goes a long way. Healing is so important when we talk about children that have been faced with struggles of abuse and neglect. And so we want to be able to provide those resources to them to help them become productive citizens in our community.
Definitely. And there's a wide range of kids of all things, particularly the LGBTQ kids. In the system, it's about 30% of the kids in foster care, align in the LGBT plus community. Yeah. And some of that trauma is just because of being themselves. Just being themselves.
Yeah. So I think that also is another testament of how we have the resources here at Foster Adopt Connect to help them, again, become productive citizens, because that's what we all want. We want to be productive citizens in our community. We want to give back. We want to be able to have some type of purpose. And so we're providing that for these children today. So we need your donations. We need you to help us achieve this goal today. And
help everyone know that no matter what the past looks like, there's the future. And it can get better and it will get better.
Absolutely.
And just give that little bit of hope. Our big board of here says give joy. It also is giving hope to all those kids that, we've all been through different things in life, but it's like, okay, I got through that. If I can get through that, I can get through the next thing.
That's right.
And step by step, one day at a time. And you can do that just by a dollar, a little bit or more.
I was just about to say, even though the 50 and 20 is going on right now, you might say, I can't give 50, but you can give 10, you can give 5, you can give whatever you have. It doesn't have to be that. You can still donate today just to help this community with some of the resources that they need. And again, we keep hearing the phone ring. We thank you so much for that. It's a great feeling to hear a phone ring.
Yeah, it is.
And not a cell phone.
Right. And today it is a telethon. We're looking at numbers, but also think about how you can donate other things. Maybe it is your time and your talents that you can come and help Foster Adopt Connect. With all their great services and programs out there. Maybe hearing some of these stories makes you think, maybe I can give of myself in becoming a foster parent.
That's right.
Always looking for people out there to help. And there's different ways. And not everybody has the extra money to do it, but maybe they have the time to do that. Or some talents they can come in and donate that.
Amen. Amen. You saying it, Dennis. You're saying it. Hey, listen, we thank all of our performers and our recordings and people that contributed to this live stream today. We thank you so much. And we also want to say thank you to everyone who has put this telethon together. This was no easy task. you can't see all of the good stuff that's going on in front of us and behind us here, but there is a lot of people that work to make this production happen.
Well, we have people on cameras and running the videos and keeping track of names coming in. There's people in the other room.
People are running to us, telling us all kinds of stuff. So we are so grateful for that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, it takes a little bit of everybody.
Yeah.
And finding out what you can give to be a part of that. Everyone has different things that they can give, and it all works together to make it better.
And we've said it again, and we'll say it. We said it before. We'll say it again. Maybe you are catching this live stream after this live. You can go back and replay it continually to share it all day today, because Giving Tuesday is all day long. It does not end when this live stream ends. The calls will stop at 1 o'clock today, but you can still go online to fosteradoptconnect.org. You can also click on the live stream to donate. It is Giving Tuesday, so you can also give all day long. And then also on top of that, let's say you donate, your employer is matching on this Giving Tuesday. You can tell them, hey, I've donated to Foster Adopt Connect. Will you match my donation? Many employers are doing that today on this Giving Tuesday.
And you know what? I'm gonna say go off script, but I don't think I've been on script all day. And say, you could call in anytime. If you call Foster Adopt Connect, look them up, find their phone number. Whoever answers that phone, I'm sure will find a way to take your donation if you want to call. So even not just today, call in however you want to get that to us. We appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Fosteradopt.org gives you all the information of how to contact us and look at all the different programs they're having, or look at how to volunteer and different things like that.
That is fosteradopt.org. Fosteradopt.org. All righty.
You know, we haven't been to the big board for a while, so let's do a little check-in, just
Let's
see where
go.
we are over
Go,
here.
Santa, go.
Here,
Go.
here, we can.
Go, Santa, go.
All right, let's see. We're up at $3,876. Santa's going a little farther up there. Yes.
Oh, all right.
Doing
We
good.
got to keep going. We can do this too. So we've got to keep going. We want to bring in, is it time to bring in a couple of people that have kind of been behind the scenes that's helped us put this together? We know that you guys have a few cards too to give us for some donations. Can I read some of those names? Let's read some of these donations real quick. Tiffany Marr, we thank you so much for calling in with your donation today. Let's see, Joseph Medina, we thank you so much for your donation. I'm going to turn it this way because I don't want to. But Joseph, we thank you so much for your donation as well today.
And also David Woods. Yeah.
David Woods. All right.
Oh, and a big one there.
Oh, wow. A big donation. Oh, David Woods.
Wow.
We thank you so much. $1,000 donation from David Woods. We thank you so much.
That's gonna send Santa up the hill
Let's
quite a
send
bit
Santa
up
up
there,
with this one right now. So we've got these donations and the phones are still
maybe we should read the whole cards. There might be more over here. Okay, we're not quite that big on the others, but
we
like
thank
we
you
said,
so much.
every little bit helps with that.
And the phones are still ringing. They're getting some more donations, so we thank you so much for that. But let's see. We want to see Santa move up just a bit. We've got some more donations, so maybe we'll wait to after these phone calls are done. But let's go ahead and bring
names, but we're going to draw the names after.
Okay.
We got to add all these people that are calling.
All right.
Okay, so
we're going to add all of the names of all of those donations because we've got about a minute left before the 50 and 20 ends.
We're going to bring some of these great
Come
people
on in real
in
quick.
the marketing department, yes. And now, are these all for marketing here?
Yeah.
The team, yes.
This is
the development
team.
People that did a lot of work beforehand to get the information out there.
Thank you
Been working
so
behind
much.
the scenes.
You guys have done an incredible job. This is
Putting it all
phenomenal.
it takes a little work to change a conference room into a studio.
A little work. It takes a lot of work. That's great. Oh, thank you so much. This has been awesome.
It's been great. Yeah.
It's been awesome. We thank you guys so much. So, are we going to wait? We're going to wait a couple of minutes.
We have some more names to put in here before we draw, I think. Okay. So we're for that 50 challenge. All right, we're going to draw a little bit later just because we got some more names. We'll make sure everybody's name is in there, and just keep on there at the Facebook. Easy, just click on there to make sure you get notifications or whatever, and find out who that lucky person is.
Yeah, share. Even though this live stream is about to end, share it, so you can encourage your family, your friends, other people that you're Facebook friends with to donate today on Giving Tuesday. We thank you so much.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you all very much.
It's been wonderful.
Have a great holiday season. Till next time.
All right. Take care.